love. Welcome home to Eden and my dream boat. This is my little tiny home that I found for $350 and set it up for a total of $1,000. All right, that was just my rent deposit due back to me from the apartment that I left. Instead of putting it forward into the abyss of constant renting, I did this. Okay. So the first question is, how do you find the right little tiny house if you're going to get a free one with nothing out of pocket, which is if that's where you are at right now, let's just deal with that. How do you get one that's going to work for you and not be a junk heap that you have to deal with? So this is what I suggest, okay? When you go online, you're actually going to find a number of these things that are people are trying to get rid of them, and in their mind they are junk. In their mind they're irreparable. They think that the mold or the leak or whatever means the whole thing's shot, and it may well be that the tiny house you're getting is not going to last forever. Mine might not, but it's going to last long enough, okay, long enough to get you on your feet in momentum towards creating the life that matters to you. Okay, so what I want you to bring with you when you go to look at these trailers, these mobile homes, these renovated buses, is you're going to bring a long extension cord, one of those big orange industrial kind of extension cords. And you're going to go to a trailer sales place to buy what's called the dog bone, which is the connector between the orange cord and the trailer itself, so that you can check out the electricity of this system before you buy it. All right. I'd like you to also bring with you a propane tank, a little propane tank that you're going to plug in. Screw it on in there when you get there. Check out the heating system. Make sure the heating system works. And if you're going to be really ambitious, bring a hose, which actually usually comes with the trailers. They have their own hose already. Check out the water system. See if it works, okay? The main thing, though, that people might overlook, that I overlooked, is that you want to check the roof of the trailer, because that's where all of the vulnerability is of this little tiny house. So like if you're getting a renovated school bus, you don't have to worry as much because they're all metal, you know. But like a lot of these trailers, this one for example, I didn't check it out. In the end, I found a solution, which I'll tell you about in a minute, but it just was a thin membrane of rubber up there with particle board underneath, which had already disintegrated. And if I had gone up and felt it, I would have felt that it was mush. And if you looked, when I pulled down part of the ceiling, I could actually see through it. There were so many holes, and the leak was because the whole roof to this thing, it was just a thin rubber about to completely disintegrate. So when you see the state of the roof, that will give you it'll give you an idea of what you're dealing with. Now, you don't have to not get it just because the roof is old. There's a lot of ways to fix an old roof. You know, you can put the whole thing underneath a little carport. You can, in my case, I put 2 layers of heavy plastic plus a tarp, and that is taking care of it for this season anyway. There's rubberized paint. There's all kinds of ways that you might come up with to help a roof in need. And in this case, every system was working. The refrigerator, the microwave, the electricity, the heat, everything's working, but the roof was going. In other words, in another couple of months, all the systems would have been destroyed by water leakage. But I caught it right before that moment, right? And the guy who was giving it away had a sense that that was the case. He wanted to get rid of this thing before it was shot. So using your imagination, but your grounded practicality, you're going to go and check out all the systems of these trailers, these tiny homes, before you get one. And some of them will be, I saw one, oh my gosh, it was $5,000 that ran perfectly. A lot of these, like the ones that drive, they only have like 50,000 miles on them because people they just go on a couple trips, you know, and that's it. They don't tend to actually drive them that much. So a lot of them have motors in great condition. Okay, love life.